So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
No man showed up to the singles event and woman loses her mind as she's forced to cancel. Shout out to Man Guide for this video.
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a Fishing for Love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies.
What a pleasant surprise. This morning's full of surprises, Lena.
Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups, specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd. So let's talk about why men are not RSVPing and attending these singles meet and greets.
12K messages sent out, 1 man shows up. This isn't dating crisis. This is a funds transfer crisis. Men aren't falling for this crap anymore. Dating for the purpose of marriage is a trap. As Rick Sanchez said, weddings are in a cake.
So I read something that said that men are just more spontaneous, they just want to show up, but I don't think that's true because men have no problem buying their season tickets to a football game a year in advance, being on time for their fantasy football event, being at a 7 a.m. golf tee time. So the issue must be that they're just not interested in attending these singles meet and greets.
The girls sitting around on their phone, all looking at each other.
I also read that men don't really like the pressure of meeting a woman in a formal dating experience, and they prefer meeting a woman naturally, like at a bar or a concert. But don't we all? Now remember, I chose an event that men love doing, and I get men here every day at my farm fishing. I chose a fishing event because as an event planner, I know that I have to always have something for men to be doing. Men don't enjoy just standing around talking like women do. So that's why I chose fishing as the predominant activity. And yet they still didn't want to come.
Get out of here, Dewey.
What are y'all doing in here?
Want no part of it. It's a nightmare.
So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events. Because all I hear is them on social media talking about how lonely they are and how they all want to meet a woman and how much they hate the apps. So what do you think?
I speak for all men when I say this.
Singles events are struggling all across the US. These used to be successful ways for men and women to get to know each other. Singles events were a big deal back in the day. These singles mixers usually had an equal turnout of men to women. And the way it would work is that you would usually get 5 minutes with each partner to determine if you were a match. It was kind of like a real-life Tinder, but instead of swiping, you would have a conversation. But like most things related to dating today, it's deteriorated rapidly with the rise of modern feminism.
Despite men not showing up to these events, still women go through so much trouble. So here's an example of a woman that went through much trouble to get men to attend these events. Let's see, guys.
My singles mixer is happening this Saturday. People are actively buying their tickets, and I just wanted to show you some of the girls who are coming. The reason why my singles mixer is different than anything else out there is because I know these girls. I vetted them through my application form. I've seen their social media. Most of them follow me. They're from my online community that I have on Facebook, on WhatsApp. I know these people. They're genuine. They're real. They're educated, smart, funny. They want real relationships. If you want to meet a bunch of strangers, go to a bar. That's fine.
It still went on, and she created that video. You can see she's showing even the women that will be at this event trying to beg men to go there. I'm not gonna say much, but I'll let this woman respond to women like her who are organizing these events and who've not learned from the other woman that no man will show up for these kind of events.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
I am strong, independent woman. I don't need a man. That's right, queen. So quit hosting single events. You don't need men.
So I've been single for the point is, ever since I've been single, I've noticed that I obsess over a guy like one day that I see online. Like I'll stalk their pictures, their videos, TikToks, whatever they got to offer, and I'll idolize them in my head, and I'll paint them out this amazing picture in my head. And like, even if we're just messaging, like I'll get really obsessed with them I won't like show it, obviously, it'll just be all in my head.
Do not go to those mixers anymore. When you go, it ends up being nothing but women. And to those men that like to say you can't find women, you can't approach women, you know, they're there at these mixers. It's a beautiful, successful women who are making a conscious effort to put themselves out there to meet someone. And before you start hating, oh, there's just a bunch of women that can't find nobody. And there's a lot of people out there that can't find anybody. Young, old, black, white, rich, poor. These women are actively putting in the work to make themselves available.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
You really don't even have to spend money at these events. Fellas, start signing up for these events. Start going to these events. I like these events because it makes it easy to approach someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. Classic stuff. Putting this out there because I want to start going to them again.
Have you seen how much work that these women are putting, and it's not working out for them?
And do you know what's happening at these singles events? Men aren't showing up. Because the fact is, the problems that affect modern society, which have ruined the dating market, won't be fixed by a few bizarre fishing-based singles events. The problem goes far deeper than that. But what I find interesting is that modern women will do just about anything to avoid taking some responsibility and accepting accountability. They will literally go to the trouble of putting on a series of singles events that only desperate women would attend.
Went to a singles mixer.
Went to a singles event once, a good split between the two. After about an hour of mingling, all the women pretty much congregated around few guys in the corner of the room, and everybody else started to leave. Was such an absolute waste of time. We don't have a dating crisis. Remember, ladies, you are strong, brave, independent, and you don't need no man. We listened to your words, observed your attitudes and actions. We chose freedom.